seven of them out there. Um, I want to quit smoking, but it's hard.
Shit, I ain't smoked no cigarette in 3 years.
Lucky you. Who's texting you?
You said what?
So who's texting you?
Nobody. Why?
Because you heard your phone go off.
Oh, this probably the weed man.
Uh,
But I'm like, I already called somebody. Fuck.
uh. So,
He talking about some don't text me no more.
who?
Wait, man, I ain't nigga fuck you. Ain't nobody pressed to text you.
What are you talking about? Oh, wow. Are you talking about me?
Him.
Why is my son calling? Let me call you right back.
The fuck you think this shit is? I ain't pressed to text your bitch ass nigga. Hello.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Nothing waiting on my other weed man. You said what?
Yeah, yeah, we graduated. Roll out. What's a minute? Huh? Alright. Why can't I see you? Scared?
Ain't nobody scared.
Huh?
What's up?
What's that? What's that? Where are you? My sister?
said what?
Are you up?
Yeah, I'm up.
Okay. Oh, gosh. Hmm? Okay. Oh, Lord.
What?
No, Jada. Nothing, her son shouldn't have been looking. My kid gave it to him. What are you doing?
We come to you from downtown Los Angeles and Staples Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness.
And I love this city, from the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood. Who is going to be the star tonight?
It is showtime. Let's do this. The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. Here comes the screen. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Lakers ball. To James. Lets it fly from long range. That's how you defend. Bledsoe with it up top. Lead is 2. To Adetokunbo. Middleton. And Davis there to grab the rebound. To James. And scores. Great body control, Jay, as he ran down the lane.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Gets it in the left corner. Middleton to Adetokunbo. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw up the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
To Davis, down low. Shot from the lane won't go. Bucks at the controls. To Adetokunbo. Oh, nice find for the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
4-3. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Stuffs it down with authority.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Giannis in control of the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Middleton. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He might be underrated, but Chris Middleton, the defense was ready, still knocks it down.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Count the basket inside.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Giannis with it up top. His team up by 1. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
LeBron James missed his first. That one goes.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Middleton. Well defended. To James. Curling inside. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Giannis Adetokunbo. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 74% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Bledsoe with the basketball. The score 12-8. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Baseline drive. Short jumper won't fall. From long range. Can't connect. It's no good. Lopez to Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish. And he finishes at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
The Bucks at the controls. Easy path to the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Davis. James. Deep left corner. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Davis. Goes to the right side. For 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Giannis in control of the basketball. 5-point game. Bledsoe to Lopez. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Short jumper stays out.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense to Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Changes coming from both sides right now. To Davis. Shot from in close, no good.
And the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Jumper's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Bucks basketball. Adetokunbo, deep right corner. Here's a chance from long range. You need a brick wall to defend this guy. One of the best in the game, Kyle Korver.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Throws it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Giannis for 2. Deep 2 there, won't go. Pass to the rim. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Adetokunbo. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
I had you last night. The fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm bitch about some shit. You bullshit, man.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Unable to connect on the free throw. Over to the right side to Kyle Kuzma. Fires the 3. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Los Angeles, they have it. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Great defense, forcing the miss. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I return to the City of Angels after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports.
Like me, I'm the type of nigga, I don't like to be up too late type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't about to be sitting up all night trying to find some weed. You said what? And then that's another thing, I'm not from around here, so I don't know nobody.
One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Here comes the screen. Giannis for two. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's 3 for 7.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Not that time. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Greek Freak for two. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Wade. Dwayne Wade rocking the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And he's going to the free throw line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Nope. First one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. LeBron with it up top. Up by 3. Short jumper won't go down. Hill across the timeline. They're down 3. To Antetokounmpo. Hill. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Wade. Slams it down.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Giannis with it up top. Down just a couple. Knocked loose. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by...
moved around here, what, August, last August.
George Hill. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Chris Middleton entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers. Number 5.
James. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and let it...
Where at? Races where at? Hey, look at this. White girl. You can't see? Motherfucker. Look. Look. That's what it look like. You see that shit? I'm trying to these with these shit though. Gooey, gooey.
Letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Adetokunbo. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Short jumper misses. To Wade. LeBron James. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds. With the agilities of a guard, he can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 17, Pau Gasol.
Giannis shoots, and he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
To James. Dwayne Wade. To James. Beyond the arc for 3. He was all over him. Hill into the front court. Down 4. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Has a look. Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. Stuffs it down with authority.
And easy too. Get back on defense.
Hill across the timeline. Now down 6. To Adetokunbo. Screen coming. Adetokunbo. Second effort. George Hill. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Wade. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Bucks at the controls. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Giannis Adetokunbo trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He's shooting 40% in this one. Free throw try, off the mark. To James. Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. It's claimed by Milwaukee. Bledsoe with it up top. Trailing by 4. To Adetokunbo. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Down 6. The drive right to the basket. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Oops, he missed the first one. Missed the second. 0 for 2. Stuffs it down with authority. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Giannis with it up top. Margins 8. To Hill. 4-3. And that's rebounded by Kuzma. To James. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
That is great vision to set it up. And the finish, slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
To James. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. And stuffs it home.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo, deep left corner. Hill. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Down a dozen. Oh, he had it. Nothing going here on that drive. Giannis Adetokunbo tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Has a chance. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Now the Bucks gonna signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Bledsoe shot off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
From the painted area, won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
It's James controlling the offense. To Nowitzki. Shot from in close, no good. To Adetokunbo. Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Middleton to Lopez. Nice pass to set things up. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
To James. Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys currently down by 13. To Middleton. From long range. Good contest. Middleton off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our
good game, y'all. Good game, y'all. Let's go. It's halftime. Let's go. Good game.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Lakers will start the second half with a decent lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. The Bucks were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. They've got to break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Assists.
The Milwaukee Bucks struggle to play the angles and allow too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of the situation.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Matthews. And the rebound taken in by Davis. To Nowitzki. Anthony Davis. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Nice pass to get things going.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Iguodala to bring it up. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Smothering D. To Matthews. Goes to the left side. That's out. Last touch by Chris Middleton. Can't connect from in close.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Middleton, wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Fires the three. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
To Matthews. Wesley Matthews above the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Stuffs it down with authority. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Giannis with it up top. His guys down big to Bledsoe. Matthews. Another chance. Pau Gasol. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
For 3, tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Trying to cash in. Middleton's shot, no good.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Here comes the screen. To Davis. Count it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Off the mark. Well contested. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Oh, emphatic slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Los Angeles has the basketball. They'll get it down to Davis. Bucks have the rebound. Giannis in control of the basketball. Down a bundle. Middleton. Terrific vision. The monster stuff.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. It's Cook with the basketball. Looking to make something happen.
Y'all gotta stay home with them, man.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, they're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Brook Lopez. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
LeBron James with the rock. Here comes the screen. Goes to the right side. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Fires the 3, and he buries it.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what quarter wearers.
Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. Rises for the slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Over to the right side. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Great look and vision. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Bledsoe. Block shot.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Turns and slams it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a T.
Lakers at the controls right now. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo. Open look. And 2 points to the board.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Gets it in the left corner. To James. Nothing going here on that drive. James. The jumper's off the mark. Middleton to Bledsoe. Shot from the lane won't go. Nothing going here on that drive. To James. Beyond the arc for 3. Textbook defense. Middleton. That won't go.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. To Korver. Antetokounmpo. Lets it fly from long range. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Antetokounmpo to Korver. Knocks it down from mid-range.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, That's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder in the defensive end.
And scores.
And Ed, not every pass needs to be a home run pass or thread the needle. Sometimes an easy kick ahead or an easy shuffle pass can make the game simple. The more simplistic the game is, the more efficient you'll be as a unit.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
I got him. Here we go. Screen, I got your help.
Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Giannis in control of the basketball. They can get a 2-for-1. Stuffs it down with authority.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
LBJ with it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. For three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. So far, it's been all Lakers. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
To Davis. James. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, not getting the bounce. Bledsoe, great feed. And count the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's James controlling the offense. To Davis. Nikola Mirotic sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. From long range. How's this for a hot start? He's 5 of 5 from three-point range.
And I get mesmerized every time I watch him shoot. Great release, up and down, comes down in the same spot every time.
To James. Kuzma Fires the three. Cleans it up. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty.
Set at 11. I'll be there to watch it.
Someone's getting chewed out.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. The Bucks clear the rebound. Bledsoe with it up top. The deficit now up to 13. It's a big finish.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Nice finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Short jumper stays out.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in.
Oh, made his ass slide, homie, and hit the shot on his ass.
Giannis with it up top. His guys down big to Korver. Off the mark. Nice pass to set things up.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
The Bucks at the controls to George Hill. For 3. Can't get the bounce. To James. And the finish at the rim.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. He throws it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Giannis Antetokounmpo and scores.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. Bucks basketball. Yes, and the foul.
Yeah, my
And a
player,
chance at
my man
three
might just
coming
be a
up.
shooting
And I
guard
know
for
there's so
real.
much excitement
I
about
might
the play,
switch to
but
shooting
everybody
guard and
who
let
sees
somebody else
more
run the
people need
point.
to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench,
Cause
the
look,
strength and
that
conditioning
shit
coach.
like
'Cause
out.
this kid's been
Cause
putting in
I
the
play like
time
a
and
shooting
effort
guard.
every day in the weight
Look how
room.
Allen Iverson used to play. They used to have him as a point guard, but for real, that nigga play like a shooting guard. Always just trying to run, gun, and shoot everything. That's how a shooting guard plays. Like, look how Kobe play. Look how Jordan play. Look how Dominique
Giannis
play.
Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on the
Gotta look at
three-point
shit
play.
like that.
He struggled so far.
I mean, not too many shooting guards now for real play like
Can't
that,
convert the free throw.
but that's how they play.
And gets to the basket. Jay, he knew exactly where he was going with it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. LBJ has it. Oh, had him going there for a second. Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Down a bundle to Hill. Lopez. Robin Lopez. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
James into the front court. He'll run the offense. Going to launch beyond the arc. Cleans it up. And the rebound corralled by Lopez. To Antetokounmpo. Deep two there. Won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to George Hill. Not done yet. Stuffs it down with authority. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
James has a chance. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to Matthews. Giannis for two. He's looking for that touch. Over to the right side. Rebound taken by Milwaukee. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Bledsoe to Lopez. The pass set it all up.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To James. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Here comes the screen. Count the bucket for two.
Playing no superstar.
It has been. The passing has been great, but the precision of the passing has been next level. Every pass has been delivered right in the pocket, ready for the player to either shoot or dunk the ball.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Lakers ball. James. Trying to cash in. He connects at all the time in the world. Too easy.
What was that?
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Adetokunbo to Lopez. Brook Lopez looking good. 4 for 5.
Ed, I have a rule. If you're 6'9" or taller, I don't want to see you jelly it. I don't want to see any kind of weird spin or English on the ball. Just dunk it. Keep it simple, please.
James. And a throwdown.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Giannis for 2. Wide open look, won't go. LeBron into the front court. His guys hold it. Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. That misses with 2 seconds to go. The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up for Jay Williams.
Just like the real NBA. Some nights it be a blowout. Some nights it, you know what I'm saying? It isn't. Shit, I just played the 76ers. That shit was a close game. Fuck texting me.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers added a win with today's solid victory. And the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. The Bucks didn't get the victory they wanted here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game stats. Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds. Los Angeles Lakers. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
We got Elf in the house. We got the Grinch everywhere. Santa. Those two. Belichick for a second. Might have been. You never know where he's going to pop up. Chapel Hill next. Here's a nice carry by Emmanuel Wilson. As he is shoved forward for 8. Timeout for our game recap brought to you by New Balance. Packers get off to a fast start. Got the early touchdown for Dontavian Wicks. Josh Jacobs was busy early. Spencer Rattler has been sacked 3 times through a pick, and there it is. Making his first NFL start, Zane Anderson getting his first NFL interception. Packers scored on 5 of their 7 possessions with Jordan Love at quarterback, and now Malik Willis pulls it out of there. Got away from Warner and is back to the line of scrimmage. That is it. But when they got Willis in the trade from Tennessee, they added him, and little did they know they'd need him as their starter for weeks 2 and 3, and he did great. He really did. And again, Matt LaFleur, who we've seen over the years, when he's had players injured, and how he's been able to put together a game plan that still gives them a chance to be competitive and move the football and score points. And that's what he did when Malik Willis made those 2 starts, week 2 and week 3. He put together a different game plan. They were even more heavy, run-oriented. He did look good. Blake was 2-0 as a starter. Keeps here and fires. That ball is tipped. And Wicks, man, if that ball gets tipped, Wicks comes off the ball. He does an outstanding job on his release, getting off the line of scrimmage, and there's nobody there. I mean, there's no middle safety, no one. That was an easy touchdown. It's Amadi who's the corner in coverage, and Wicks beats him immediately. The guy who saved the touchdown was Colin Saunders. Saunders is everywhere too. Fourth down and 2, and the play clock is down to 1. Timeout taken by Green Bay. That is their first. Well, we heard, we talked about it when we visited with Matt LaFleur, and then Lisa Salters talked about it when she talked with him at halftime, and he wants to put together 60 minutes, all 4 quarters, all 3 phases, and that's what every coach in America is saying. Well, yeah, that's kind of what we always want. It's hard to get, and he didn't get it tonight, but he's got to be pretty pleased to be able to come in here and be up 27-0 with 4 minutes to go in the quarter. And this game really, right when they went down and scored, it was just never in doubt. Willis lets it go, and he's got Reed. And this machine keeps right on rolling with Malik Willis at the controls, good for 34, and a smile creeps onto the face of Jordan Love. Watch Jaden Reed pushes up vertically, and then that nod as he separates. That's what creates the separation. And he's had a couple shots now down the field, and this was a dive by Malik Willis. He put that one right on the money, and Ugo Amadi, he has been on the wrong end of a few of these tonight, and he got stopped again, but by an excellent route by Jaden Reed. Emmanuel Wilson will try to get in on the fun and get into the end zone. He's down near the 2. When we talked to Matt LaFleur, he said, you be sure to give a little love to our offensive coordinator, Adam Stenovich. Matt said he's as responsible for this offense as I am. Those are his words. And he thinks that Stenovich is ready to be a head coach. He's coached the offensive line here. He's done a great job, and he is in control of this Packers run game. Yeah, and that's why. It's hard to get noticed when your head coach is also the offensive play caller, when you're titled the OC. with Stanovich, as you said, Joe, he handles all of the running game. He installs it when Matt LaFleur wants to call a running play. He says, you know, what do you got? And Stanovich then tells him, and he also is the guy who marries a lot of the motion in the run game, ties it in with the play action. So when Matt LaFleur says he's as involved in the offense and the success of this offense as LaFleur is, and that's not hyperbole. He means it. Wilson again. He is no signal yet. Touchdown. He got it in. And a chance to do a lateral leap as all three backs have a rushing touchdown tonight. That was a fun night for that offensive line and these backs. They get more opportunities because of the way that the game unfolded and them resting Josh Jacobs.